Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to World of Warcraft, the Burning Crusade Classic, and our Tauren Warrior playthrough. Today we have some things that we're going to finish up in Theralis. You'll also notice that we are in a group. This is a BRD group that I got invited to, so I'm not putting this one together. You can see our group leader there. And if this comes together, I will go ahead and do some BRD. It's kind of a more complicated dungeon. It's one of the ones that I don't know very well, but I'm sure within the group somebody will know the routes. And it should be a good time if it does in fact get off the ground. But that being said, we are in Kalimdor on a different continent, so I'm going to keep questing and let these guys try to put the group together and see where it goes. But yeah, we're going to come down here first into the high wilderness. We need to hunt hippogriffs for hippogriff music, which I am probably mispronouncing. But since it's a word that I have not seen outside of World of Warcraft, I have no idea how it might be pronounced. Nor does it probably matter very much, honestly. Hope you guys are doing well today. Thank you for clicking on the video and choosing to spend some of your time here with me. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Could have taken a safer jump down. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes to get heals. Healers are not plentiful, especially in the middle of a day on a weekday. And this is where Robert realizes that he did not set his hearthstone properly, so that's a little bit inconvenient. I might have to rectify that situation before we get a summons. We'll see how long it takes to actually find a healer, and then I'll decide if I want to run back to town really quick and bind our hearthstone there. Ooh, a lot of these guys are not worth kill experience. The quest itself is level 47, but these guys are level 43 and 44, so... And apparently, even though we need 10 of these things, the drop rate is not going to be very good. Pretty predictable for a quest in this level range to have a crappy drop rate. Oh, Robert, you need to be using the item dummy. It's like the Owlkin one, right? Where we kill them, then we use the item. Hey, at least I only fought like 4 of them before I complained too much about the drop rate, and at least it didn't take 10 or 15 kills for me to realize what I was doing wrong. As it sometimes does. Okay, so we'll use the item. Oh, we don't even get to skin them. With the Owlkin, we were able to use the item and then skin them, but this seems like it's going to be a little bit different, so... That's okay. I guess we don't need the skins. I have been selling a bunch of skins on my bank alt, so that's been working out pretty well. I've been letting them hold on to the gold. Can I do this? No. Yes! It just took a minute. Okay, cool, cool, cool. There's a level 51 shaman over here that... I don't know if these are our kills. I thought I was skinning our kills. These could be his kills. And if they are, maybe he hasn't figured out the item. Maybe I am in fact stealing these from him. He seems immobile. So, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Yeah, I feel like maybe these were ours and I wasn't skinning. I don't know. Pretty sure I skinned. Alright, where are these folks at? Shatrath, Tar Pits in Ungoro, Blasted Lands pretty close, and Orgrimmar. I think it's probably going to take a while for anybody to get where they can summon. Maybe we can work on this a little bit more, and then I could run us back to town and set our Hearthstone there before doing the run. That way, once we do the run, I can just kind of cut back into the questing video. Not sure which one I'll put up first, whether I'll put up the dungeon or this video, but we're pretty early, so either way it should be fine. This is a long, unnecessarily long cooldown. He could be killing these for a different quest. Weren't we able to fight these guys for metallic bits? Pretty sure we were able to fight them for metallic bits. We didn't get one from that last one, I don't think. Who's healing? Oh, good, a priest. Level 51. I don't know what the level requirements are for BFD, but it feels like in TBC, all the level requirements for dungeons kind of went down a little bit. Okay, it takes such a long time for it to give us the credit. Apparently this is the quest where I don't have to fight anything. I just run around to the corpses that somebody else has left on the ground and I just click the item. I'm totally fine with that, actually. I am fine with that. Not sure where this turns in at. I'm kind of just assuming it turns in back in town, but it could turn in somewhere weird. Hey, how's it going? Don't skin my corpses. Don't skin somebody's corpses, because we need them. And yeah, the last two are going to be right here. I think I need to get a repair going as well. Yeah. 60 out of 80, 60 out of 80. Yeah, a repair would be good. Yeah, I'm doing dungeons because I'm trying to really focus in on the warrior and getting it into Outland, but I don't want to just knock out a ton of questing. It gets a little bit tedious, so I'm trying to switch it up with some dungeon runs. I know it's probably not very efficient to be doing dungeon runs, however, we have the ribbon dance buff that we can re-up. And that should help a little bit. It'd be 10% more kill experience through the run, so could be good. Okay, yeah, that was an easy quest to go ahead and wrap up thanks to whoever was through here killing these guys. And it does turn in back in town. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to do a little cut here in this video, and I'll just cut right back in over this way. We're going to do zapped giants and fuel for the zapping. And I'll do the dungeon run, and that's where we'll pick up when we come back to this. See you then. Today we are taking on Blackrock Depths. We have a pickup group from the Looking for Group Finder that we were invited to, including a level 53 Hunter, level 53 Warrior, 54 Rogue, and a 51 Priest on heals. I'm going to pop a potion since we're not getting any heals, so that's going to be fun. It looks like the healer is already out of mana. Could be a problem. Okay, cool. We'll try to straighten some things out here. Firstly, I need to do this. There we go. And I guess we'll eat to get our health back. Except for like the ranged guy back there is probably going to be a problem. Not really a lot I can do to deal with him, unfortunately. I can try to come in here, but by coming in here I'm probably going to pull this other group. Oh, we didn't, so that's good. Pull back more if you can. Yeah, I could, but I don't have the arrows to pull back more, unfortunately. Pretty big oversight on my part, but we'll try to make it work. You know what would be really cool is if... Oh, if we had a healer. That would be really cool. Well, that was a huge waste of time. So we got one pull into the dungeon, and the healer DC'd. Couldn't find a replacement, had a DPS leave, and yeah. That was basically it. I'm not doing any more dungeons until we're in Outland. But, you know, the game doesn't need a looking for group finder or anything. The game doesn't need a way to quickly and conveniently fill a spot when you have someone get into a mid-pull, DC, cause a wipe, and never come back. No, we don't need a looking for group finder. We just need better social skills, right? So yeah, we are officially done with vanilla content dungeons. All done. And I don't plan to ever do vanilla dungeons again, unless they actually add looking for group tools, so that is kind of where I stand on that. So we're back here, we picked up the follow-up to the music. We need more music, all the music. This time we're looking for fairy dragons. Our friends the fairy dragons, who we have fought a couple of different times for a few different quests. And we're back at it. All the more reason for me just to push forward and get into Outland as soon as possible. We can start running the Hellfire Citadel stuff. And, you know, actually be able to find people. Not have it be a huge amount of inconvenience taking, you know, 15 minutes for everyone to get to the portal and get summons out, and then immediately have someone disconnect and never come back. And of course it's a healer, and of course you can't find healers. Because nobody wants to heal, why would they? I'm also kind of thinking, like, man, would we be better off just going right into Ungoro Crater? Are these quests here going to be worth the little bits of experience we're going to get? I mean, the advantage is that they're relatively easy, but yeah, we're not getting any kill experience for any of these guys, which is fine because I lost the ribbon dance buff and I forgot to re-up that, so I guess it's absolutely probably just better. I'm also wondering, why was the first quest a level 47 quest and then the follow-up is level 45? I don't really understand how that makes any sense. But it is what it is. We're gonna finish this one, and then we're gonna reassess some things here. I don't know if I'm gonna go over here and do these quests. They are incredibly tedious and boring. And it's only the 2 quests. I don't think that they chain into much of anything. So I might just decide to take us into Ungoro Crater. But yeah. I'm not really a big fan when other people waste my time. That's not what I'm a fan of. It's okay when you have a looking for group system, somebody randomly decides to leave, you can randomly fill their spot. But when it takes 20-30 minutes to find a healer, and then it takes, you know, time to run out and get them summoned, and then in the meantime you have other people who by necessity have to leave the group because they only have carved out so much time, and the time that they have carved out has run out, then you have to replace them as well. Then while you're replacing them, other people who are running out of time have to leave. It just turns into a shit show. So, yeah. But yeah, the game doesn't need a real looking for group finder. It's totally functional without it. Yep. I feel bad for people who are on like medium population and low population servers and just don't know any better. How hard it must be for them to do any group content at all. Okay, let's go get this turned in, and we'll go from there. I guess I should just go ahead and re-up this as well. It's going to take a minute for that to happen. So, you know, we can watch me just kind of spin here. I kind of wish that we could just click this and get the full buff. It's very thematic, whatever the heck is happening here, I guess, but ultimately we just want the 60-minute buff, right? So, it's good music, though. First couple times you hear it. Yeah, I basically just really need to get this character into Outland. That's the mental state that I'm in. I did this to myself, you know. I did it to myself, just kind of getting really excited as we got closer and closer, as the way was being so smooth, we were leveling so easily, that I kind of like set myself up for disappointment, and just not really rushing, but just being ready to move on. Oh, we didn't get the full 60 minutes. Let's click it one more time. Yeah, and that's still where I'm at. So, you know, unfortunately we have 5 levels to go. Each of those levels is probably going to take like 2 to 2.5 hours. Depending on how much time I waste doing shit like I've done today, where I really haven't gotten a lot accomplished. We've been derailed by the dungeon, we've been derailed by the fact that I didn't plan properly, and I probably should have just went right into Ungoro, because there's going to be a ton of quests to do in Ungoro, and we're kind of at the end of the quest that we can do here. It would have been a lot smarter for me just to kind of drop the quest that we have here and go right into Ungoro Crater, or even into Fellwood, or anywhere else where we would be able to pick up a bunch of quests. If I really wanted to be making progress, that's what I would have done today. Oh... Kill the forest walkers. We're not doing this. Here's what we are gonna do. I'm gonna fly us down to Tanarus, and then we're gonna make the run into Ungoro Crater. So yeah, we need to fly over to Gadgekstan first, and we will enter through here. We'll have a couple of quests to pick up right away. Apes of Ungoro. We have Secret to Everybody. We have the super sticky tar we already have to pick up. That goes to a goblin in Gadgekstan. And then we have the questing hub up here, which, as you can see, has quest anywhere from level 51 to 55. We're going to pick up everything, and we're just going to make a circuit of the zone. We're going to do as much as we can, and we're going to see where that gets us. I'm kind of hoping it gets us at least to level 55, so that we can then go into Winterspring. I don't know if I'm going to do anything in Fellwood. We'll have to run through there anyway. We'll have to run there from... probably from Splinter Tree Post would be our most direct route into Fellwood. We'll grab the initial stuff and just kind of see where it takes us. And then we'll go to Winterspring, and we're getting close. I need to, like, set expectations with myself and understand that we're looking at about 9 or 10 more hours of gameplay, though. There really isn't going to be a way to rush it or make it go any faster. I think that, like, as fast as it could happen is, like, maybe we do a level in an hour and a half. But yeah, no, it's going to be about 2 levels an hour, or 2 hours a level at this point. It seems like that's how it feels. And that could get longer, so it's not going to get shorter, but it could get longer as we approach level 58. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, I think ultimately I've just been looking forward to getting this character into Outland for a long time. I'm really excited to take the warrior through the horde leveling in Outland. I have really good memories of taking my initial warrior through there. I remember like it being a really big struggle on my first warrior way back in the day. But you know, that was back so many years ago. Didn't know how to play the game properly. Didn't understand a lot of the game, but was still trying to truck along anyway. So I think this time it'll be a lot different, but it's going to be an interesting experience compared to what I've been through in the past on a warrior. And I'm looking forward to having Questie for it and being able to make sure that I actually do all the quests, find the out-of-the-way quest, and all of that good stuff. Alright, here we go. It looks like there's a sandstorm here today. That's interesting. Don't often see that. We could probably like re-up this really quick here. There we go. Perfect. Never mind that it seems to light us on fire. That's no big deal, right? Oh, somebody mentioned it, and I don't know if I got it during the recording or during the recording that I lost, but we do have the Rune of the Guard Captain for our trinket here. We got this from Raventusk Village in the Hinterlands. Really, really good warrior trinket. If you're looking for a trinket at that level, this is probably one of the best that you can get. 20 attack power and 10 hit rating. So yeah, that's really good. We did get that. The other thing I kind of realized while doing the dungeon is that while I have a bow, I have bullets equipped, and that's not going to cut it. If you didn't know, you can't fire bullets with a bow. So I need to get some arrows, would be ideal. Also, like, thinking we got a couple of pieces that, like, yeah, it would have been good to do some dungeons to replace them. We have some level 40 gear, but I'm just not going to be able to do it, guys. Our dungeoning days are going to be on hiatus until we step through that portal. And then as soon as we get the quest to go into Hellfire, we'll do that. We'll probably do a few runs through the Hellfire, Blood Furnace, and Ramparts. Just to kind of get us going level-wise. We could gain a couple levels in there and kind of get to 60 doing that. And we can get some gear as well. I'm really looking forward to like that gear jump, you know, when you get into Burning Crusade. I think the old saying was green is the new purple. Because once you get into Outland, the greens that you're going to be getting from Outland are going to be so much better than even the epics that you have equipped. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, I think once we get into Outland, since Outland is current content, and I'll probably end up saying this a couple of different times in different videos as we go, but once we get into Outland, I'm not going to accept any more help in the way of gear or anything like that from anybody. Since Outland is going to be considered current content, I want to go through the current content without any help. So, and that's saying I really appreciate all the help we've gotten so far. It's made the experience through vanilla content so much more enjoyable and so much smoother than it would have been otherwise. I've had so much fun seeing all the cool weapons and all the cool armor and stuff that I never would have seen. But once we get into Outland, we're going to be doing a lot of dungeon runs, and I'm gonna earn that gear for myself. And that's how we're going to go on the character going forward. I'm also making enough gold now by selling skins that we shouldn't have a problem with gold either. So we'll see how that goes, though. I know we have to spend a lot of money to get flying eventually. But if I keep up with skinning, that shouldn't be a problem. And yeah, I think 300 is as high as we can get it right now. Herbalism, I've obviously kind of just given up on Herbalism, right? I gave up on Herbalism a long time ago. I've contemplated going back and leveling it up. But, you know, that's time. It's just additional time that I'd have to spend. And I think I'm okay just having skinning and just kind of relying on that for the time being. And here we go. Yeah, this is probably how I should have started today. This would have been a good starting point. think we have a Tauren buddy over here to talk to, yep.
I've been expecting...
Apes of Ungaro. The crater has many strange creatures. They seem to be nobler versions of the creatures found throughout my homeland and beyond. I cannot explain it, but this place has cries of the Earth Mother. I pay homage to her every time I attack or I track one of her beautiful creatures across its basin. If you too wish to feel the enlightenment that accompanies such a great feat, then head to the north. There you'll find great apes who are a test for any mortal's strength. Bring me their pelts. Prove your strength.
Go in peace.
And the Fair of La Corrie. Once, a long time ago, a brother of mine took some meat from one of the La Corrie kills. He didn't know it at the time, but La Corrie saw him from the forest. La Corrie followed my brother for days, destroying everything he touched. My brother, scared, finally decided to run from the crater and leave La Corrie behind. La Corrie killed him not far from this spot. If you want to provoke La Corrie, find a fresh kill of his and take some of the meat from it. Return to me afterwards. I don't know why I would want to provoke him. What is in the dirt pile? Soil. We'll keep a hold of that. The wrecked raft. Okay, let's head out there and see what that's about. This will be my first time questing in Ungaro Crater with Questie. The last time we were here would have been on the Human Warrior during the Season of Mastery, and I had not started using Questie yet. So I'll be able to do a lot more here, I think, than I was able to do in the past. Which is good, because I like this zone. It's one of my favorite zones aesthetically. I also love all the dinosaurs in it, so... yeah, what do we have here? Wrecked raft. I don't know if I've ever seen this one. It's in kind of a weird spot. A destroyed raft rests along the shoreline. Considering this is only a small pond, it is not clear how it ended up here, although looking at the trees tells you that the water level may not be constant. Perhaps a little exploration in the area might uncover more clues. Like, in the area, you mean right behind us underwater? A waterlogged pack rests at the bottom of the pond. Grabbing onto it, you pull the pack back to the shore. Perhaps if you examine the items inside the pack, you might find out more about who it belongs to. There are a few stray travelers at Marshall's Refuge. Perhaps you might find out more there. Okay. We just got a bunch of stuff added to our inventory. Let's come up here and find a piece of a Threshodon carcass for the La Corrie quest. Alright, can we navigate all these raptors in such a way as to not get immediately dismounted and murderized? It's questionable. Also, heading in the right direction would help us out a lot. It's a really, really big zone. That's why it's going to be good just to grab everything and then plan out a route that accomplishes as much as possible. We have plenty of inventory space. We could do super sticky, but I'm fairly certain that if we wait, we might have another quest for these guys as well that we can kind of pair up with it. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until we've taken every quest in Marshall's Refuge. The entrance to the refuge, I think, is like kind of in a weird spot, so see if I can find it the first time. Is this the entrance? I don't think so. No, I don't think it is. Okay. Let's come a little bit further over here. There is a quest here, Karna Remtrival. I don't know if we're gonna do this. I'm pretty sure we have to escort a robot for this one. I don't like escort quest, and I don't like the little robot escort quest either, so we'll take it, but odds are that we won't do it. What is this? What do you want us to do? Collect 8 webbed Dimetrodon scales and 8 webbed Pterodax scales. Okay.
Keep it real.
These blood petal things are just kind of creeping around, hostile, but they're not hostile to any of the NPCs for some reason. They're only hostile to us, because, you know, that makes sense.
Time is money, friend.
You've got to help me. My friend Ringo left earlier to explore the volcano south of here, and he's been gone way too long. I'm really worried about him. Do you think you could find him? Why don't you take my canteen with you? If you do find Ringo, I'm sure he'll need it. We've got a wanted poster, kill 10 Pterodax, 15 frenzied Pterodax. Okay.
Good day to you.
Alien ecology. Just because we've suffered a setback doesn't mean that research must stop. We were investigating the Gorishi insects in the southern part of the crater before winding up here. Their presence is alien to the ecology of Ungoro, and we want to find out why. In their hive network must be larval hatcheries. If you can identify these places by their hanging larval spawns, use this vial to take a sample of the hive wall near any of the hatcheries.
See you around.
Sounds complicated.
Good day to you.
I don't know how you made it here, but you're a sight for sore eyes. I'm Willadin Marshall, and I lead a non-aligned expedition troop. Our latest and greatest endeavor has met with what seems like countless disasters, the most serious of which being that we underestimated the savagery of Ungoro Crater. As we fled our base camps in the southwestern and northeastern parts of the crater, we left behind vital supplies. You look like you're capable enough. Can you help us by getting them back?
Have a good one.
I wasn't able to find those supplies on the Human Warrior, so actually, like, having some of them marked, hopefully, on the Questie map will help us get those. Or not, if they're not marked. Yeah, there's the crate of foodstuffs. And somewhere on down here's the research equipment. So yeah, I was not able to find both of those previously, so it's gonna be cool to be able to do that one. Bring 8 dinosaur bones back, so just any dinosaur bones.
Glad I could help.
Okay, we can do that. Okay, here we go.
Greetings.
Yes, these things do look familiar, well, kind of. You see, I have no idea how I ended up here. No one really knows. It's a secret to everybody. I just can't seem to remember anything. These items you brought me, though, I am remembering something. My sword. I am supposed to strengthen it somehow, but I'm really not sure why. Is this guy supposed to be like Link from Zelda? Is that why his name is Lincoln, and he's wearing a green tunic with a green hood and wants us to strengthen his master
Very
sword?
good.
Kind of assuming that's like some kind of Zelda reference for some reason. I'd rather have a Zelda reference than a Rambo reference, so I guess I shouldn't complain too much. I think there's a quest back inside the cavern here for the colored crystals. Yep.
Good day to you.
Basically, we're going to collect a bunch of colored crystals for her to study. That's essentially what we're doing. Was there a fire ribbon pull here? I don't know. I don't remember seeing one, but I wasn't looking around too hard for one either, so... There could be. Alright, looks like we have one other quest to pick up over this way, including the flight point, because, you know, having the flight point could be useful. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay.
What can I do for you?
Larian and Mugen. See Mugen over there? It's his fault we're lost. I'm the one that knew the way, but he insisted he knew a shortcut, and we ended up here. To make matters worse, now he keeps sending his crazy plans to annoy me. I'm so angry that I'm not planning on talking to him anytime soon, but these pests are too much to handle. Why don't we try to limit his supply? First thing, go out and hunt some blood petals, then return to me. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna kind of work our way in a circle, perhaps. We'll see how that goes. So we don't need the Tar Lords here for anything else. That was wrong, but we can go ahead and fight them. We're looking for crystals on the ground. Let's just start knocking objectives off of the map. Immediately disarmed. Good. That's a great start. I love being disarmed. It's my favorite thing. Entangling roots. That's going to get annoying. We probably want to interrupt that going forward. The second wind is nice, though. Maybe we don't interrupt it. Maybe we just take the regen. They don't get range on us or anything, so... Maybe it's just good to let them do their thing. A mangled journal begins a level 48 quest. You have uncovered a mangled journal. Parts of it remain legible, with a Willadin marshal claiming ownership over the contents therein. If the journal is accurate, then Willadin may be found somewhere in the northern part of the crater, according to the... Yeah, we know where this guy is. We have to run right back up here and turn this into him. And we will see what it changes into. I don't know if I've ever found this item before, and if I did, I probably just wasn't cognizant enough to actually click it and start the quest.
Need something?
Hello there, I and my companion are happy to see some living beings other than overgrown savage beast. Yep. Well, look at this, my journal. I thought it was lost, much like almost everything else we brought to Unguro. I thank you kindly for returning it to me. Oh, that was just a breadcrumb to get us to him? Like, if we had been doing stuff in the south, we might have found this and it would have led us here, I guess? Okay, yeah, sure. It's a free 100 experience, so yeah, I'll take it. Let's go to the axe for a while and see if that is a little bit quicker for the kill rate or not. It's getting to a point where it really might not be, but give it a shot. I didn't see anywhere up here to set our hearthstone, which is a little bit weird. Maybe I was just overlooking it, but yeah, now that I think back about it, I didn't see anything. I don't see an innkeeper marked on the map or anything like that. But I'm not tracking innkeepers, so that could have something to do with it. Still not seeing an innkeeper, so yeah, maybe there's no inn here? That's a little bit strange, but whatever. We'll have to go to Tannerus if we want to have an inn. Right now we're set to Feralus, which is also fine. It's just a quick flight. We could be fighting these guys for a while, judging by their drop rate. What I'm thinking about is, like, I'm getting this re-upped as soon as it runs out. It's probably going to be the way we have to do this. That's going to involve hearthing back to Camp Mojave. Disarmed, but we used up our cooldown on Mortal Strike. Fun times. Increases the time between attacks by 50%. Yeah, that's pretty impactful on us, actually. And it's slowing us way down for a long-ass time, so there's that too. I remember Unguro being a place where there were many detrimental status effects. We had one that lasted for a long time and like decreased like a bunch of important stats on our human warrior, so probably we'll be dealing with the same kind of problems on this warrior unless something has changed between vanilla and TBC, which I doubt. Yeah, I'll take the second wind. I'm gonna hang on to the Unguro soil samples. I feel like we eventually need them for something. I just don't know what. I am going to just try to focus the lurkers until we're done with that one. I might be doing some focusing on Quest here. I like kind of like knocking things off of the minimap to feel like the sense of progression when the objectives disappear is like a really good feeling. For me, it makes me feel like we're actually making progress when we can do that. So as we move into different areas, if there are lots of enemies around that we need for a quest, I'll probably start just kind of focusing on those. Apparently we're going to get a lot of unarmed skill ups here. Of course, we didn't kill him in time to stop the cast, but we might have resisted it, which is good. I'm assuming this guy is going to want to grab that yellow crystal, so we'll leave him to it. I wouldn't want to get anybody overly excited and force them to drop an F-bomb on us. We won't mess with anybody today. That being said, he didn't take the crystal, so I'm gonna take it. We're also able to knock out quite a few of our power crystals just kind of running laps around this little tar pit area, which is good. this will be the last blue crystal that we need. How many other people do we have questing here on Ungoro today? Just a handful. Not very many. The worst part about this black sludge debuff is definitely the movement speed afterwards and how long it lasts. 30 seconds? Ugh. They keep trying to re-up it. I'm realizing now that it doesn't have a very high success rate on us. They cast it almost every encounter, but it doesn't always stick to us, as it were. I'm sure swimming around in tar that is hot enough to be bubbling is like super comfortable. Wouldn't hurt you at all. We should have let him get that entangling roots off, and we should have taken some of the free healing from Second Wind. It's funny that the one memory I have of my, like, original warrior from 15 years ago, I remember being in Ungoro Crater, and that was the first time that I realized what Second Wind was actually doing for me. And yeah, it helped out a lot in Ungoro on that warrior. Everything was hard for me back then. Obviously 15 years ago, me understood the game even less than I do now, and some of you guys will have a hard time understanding how that could possibly be. But it was, yeah, much more challenging. Okay, that is it for the super sticky tar. What do we want to take on next? Maybe we head over here to the east and we can focus on lashers. We need a bunch of different types of lashers. We need dinosaur bones. Yeah, let's just head over to the east. We need crystals, obviously. We got 20 minutes on our buff before I'm going to want to hearth and renew that. This will be the last of the blood petal flayers. We still need lashers, trappers, and threshers, so lots to do on the blood petal front. Oh, we also need this thing called health. Yeah, we need health to, you know, keep living. And apparently I'm gonna have to start paying attention to that here a little bit more. So yeah, that's it for the flayers. If we take a look at the map, we could probably move further to the east here. We can get the lashers, threshers. Yeah, we'll just keep doing that. We'll keep moving to the east. Level 35 food? I could probably get some level 45 food. It's been a while since we've needed to consistently eat to restore our health, so yeah, it's been that many levels, I guess. I still have all of these pumpkins that we bought probably around the time that we were level 38 or so. We need the green crystals. We could come up into this cave and we can get gorilla pelts. I'm not going to do the robot quest. I don't want to escort the robot. I don't want to do any escort quest. Period, pretty much. So I am going to skin all of these. Somebody has left us a pile of skin here that we're going to take advantage of. That being said, though, like, am I gonna find any actual living enemies in here? We need 2 pelts, and it's probably gonna be a crappy drop rate. Well, there's 1 out of 2. Not bad so far. Let's see how long it takes us to get the second one. Someone is definitely in here ahead of us. I just don't know where they're at. These guys are respawned, and they would have fought these guys after fighting the other guys. Maybe they didn't come this far into the cave. Maybe they only came up to that point and then they got what they needed and ran out. Oh, wait. What happened there? Oh, no. We need different types of pelts. That's what I don't pay enough attention to this stuff over here. I like hover over something and I'm like, oh, we only need 2. No, dummy, you need 6. You just need 2 from different things. Okay, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so we need 2 Stomper pelts and 1 Thunderer pelt. And I bet I'm only gonna find like the ones we don't need, yeah, like this guy here. Oh, cool. Ucha. We don't need Ucha. At least he's not an elite. Let's go ahead and get some of our health back. I do see another Stomper up here. He could potentially have the last item that we need. And then it's just a matter of finding my way out of the cave, which, as you guys know, is not my strong suit. Hey, there we go. I'll take it. Lots of people exploring the cave right now. It's a good thing that we are done here and can make our way out. Is this gonna get me out of here? Yeah, maybe in a roundabout fashion. We'll grab the yellow crystal over here. And now we can continue with the plan of finding the rest of the Lasher population that we need to cull. Red and yellow are the only color crystals that we still need. Keep an eye out for those. Oh, these things can disarm us as well. That's fun. We have 2 stacks of poison on us, which is pretty detrimental to our health, as you can see. We're not going to be able to bandage with those poisons on us. Don't really want to fight this ooze, but I feel like he's gonna take exception to that. There we go. We are going to have to sit down and eat after this one. Assuming we can survive the pull at least. Second wind will help a little bit with that. And let's eat some of our tasty pumpkins. Next time I hearth back to the inn here, I will get some level 45 food. I'll probably pick up some level 55 food too, just so that we'll have it when we need it. course you're going after my Dimitrodon. I should have just went in and tagged the thing. Okay, that's the last of that type of lasher, but the rest of the lashers are going to be actually over here to the west. So, yeah, maybe we can run around and look for power crystals for a minute. We have 3 minutes left on our buff here. Now, I don't know if it's like random, if the spawns are random, or if certain colors can more so be found in certain areas. That I don't know. I do know that we can get our last yellow crystal over here. And then it'll just be red that we need going forward, so that's good. Now how the hell one would ever get up here is beyond me. Alright guys, I am going to wrap things up here. I'm going to hearth back. I have a dog that is literally exploding. And yeah, I need to go see what's going on, and our buff is done for the day. So yeah, we're going to go back to the inn. Glad we're getting some momentum finally. Thank you guys for sticking it out. If you're still here at this point, I really do appreciate the support. You are a legend. Thank you, thank you. Take care of yourselves out there in the real world, and take care of each other. And we will see you back in Ungoro Crater really soon. Bye now.